because we study, and in the same time we are live here in YouTube in the Aprende Ingles audio. I invite you to subscribe and follow the different platforms: TikTok, YouTube here, and Instagram. Perfect. Okay, I need to change here my platform, and we have here the other unit number 4, perspectives across cultures, and we have here 3 points with number 1, family life, number 2, beliefs, and number 3, Mexican holidays. We have here family life, activity number 1, speaking, activity number 2, listening, with family, home, marriage, women's roles, men's roles, and we have some compare that Sayuri Japan and Ravi India. Interesting activity that. And we have here some important thing with concept and structure. Reminder number 1 with reported speech. Reported statements, as we saw in previous levels. You can report what someone has said using different reporting verbs. After the reporting verb, say, mention, explain, admit, point out, etc., we use that and plus subject. For example, Sayuki say, my grandfather had a business and he took care of everyone in the family. Okay, so Sayuki say that here grandfather had a business and had taken care of everyone in the family. Okay, we have here the subject plus the report with say plus verb plus that plus subject and plus verb. After the reporting verb tell, we need to use an object. And for example here, Sayuki, Fumi is responsible for all the economic decisions of the family. And for reported is, Sayuki told us that Fumiku was responsible for all the economic decisions of the family. The structure here is subject plus tell plus object plus that plus subject and plus the verb. Okay, and we have here the tenses changes. And for example, simple present, simple past, present continuous, past continuous, simple past, past perfect, past continuous, past perfect continuous, present perfect, past perfect, am, is, are going to, was, were going to, will, would, can, could, should, past perfect continuous, past perfect continuous. And time expression, other change is today, that day, yesterday, the day before, the previous day, last week, the week before or the previous week, last month, the month before or the previous month. Okay, X day, weeks ago is X day, weeks before. Okay, tomorrow, the next day, the following day, next week, the next week, the following week, next month, the next month, the following month, now, then, here, there, this, that, those. This is important. We have here the activity number 3 with writing, practice number 1, the unit of Inuit of Canada. Practice number 2, marriage around the world. Beliefs, activity 4, speaking, listening. And we have here some other things so important with concept and structure. Reminder number 2, reported speech. Reported commands and requisites. As we saw in previous levels, we can report a command with the verb tell or a requisite with the verb ask. After these reporting verbs, we use the main verb in the infinitive form, to and plus verb. And for example, doctors to the patient, please sing a form before the operation. Okay, the doctors asked here to sing a form before the operation. Okay, other example, Caroline's husband to Caroline. Okay, go along with your future in-laws and agree to see a fortune teller. Okay, he told her to go along with her future in-laws and agree to see a fortune teller. We have here the subject plus ask or tell plus object plus not plus verb in infinitive. Okay, reported questions. When we report question, we usually use the verb ask. Remember that the information we are reporting in the form of a statement, subject plus verb. When the information in the report has already happened, we change the tenses of the verbs by using the sequence of tenses. And for example, Terence to his co-workers, what happened to the patient? He asked them what had happened to the patients. Okay, or other example, Caroline to her husband, is it really necessary to see a fortune teller? Okay, I asked my husband if it was really necessary to see a fortune teller. We have here the subject plus ask plus object plus if and question word, subject and verb. Okay, reported recommendation or suggestions. When we report recommendation or suggestion, we can use suggest and recommend as reporting verbs. Remember that we use the verb in simple form after these reporting verbs. And for example, the fortune teller to the family, they should get married after the Chinese New Year. She recommended that we get married after the Chinese New Year. We have here the subject plus the rest plus that plus verb in simple form. She recommended that we get married after the Chinese New Year. Activity number 5, speaking. Practice number 3, and initial party. Practice number 4, the job interview. Mexican holidays, and we have here activity number 7, speaking. Activity number 8 with speaking. Activity number 9, listening. Practice number 6, an interesting holiday. Vocabulary list with believe, check, compliment, elderly, handshake, often, ruth, shake hands, slurp, spit, well-being. Okay, vocabulary review with believe, compliment, handshake, often, ruth, slurp, spit, well-being. Okay, tips for business travelers and dinner invitation in China. Activity number 4 for junior, speaking, listening. And we have here the answer, okay, of the different activities and practice in classes and homework. And this is all of this unit number 4, my friends. And wait a moment for see here the platform, the live platform. Everything is okay. And okay. And okay, this is all, my friends. Thank you very much for listening to this video. I invite you to subscribe in this platform in TikTok and Instagram too. My name is Isaac Badillo. I am a financial advisor, and if I can help for some in the bank, I am attentive here. Thank you very much for studying the English language here. See you. Bye bye.
Sayang itu song sekali